Hello, everybody. Action. Welcome to another episode of I'm Not Okay, but I'm Okay with It. And I am your host, Not So Fat Daniel of Not So Fat Productions. And to the left, right, my left.
Yeah. Your left is Darlene. You can call me Day any day. I'm co-hostess.
Yeah, man, as long as she wants to be.
Yeah. I'm the mostest, the hostess with the
Heck yeah.
mostest.
And today we're actually stepping up our game. Now we have a little spot where we can actually talk about things more comfortably
Yeah, we
because
leveled up.
like comfortable. Have I said
Yeah.
that right? More comfortable, much more
Yeah.
comfortable. That's better. That's not a tongue
Yeah.
twister. All right. So and as of right now, we're actually filming as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll be able to see not only hear our lovely voices, but see our beautiful faces.
Yeah, it'd be nice. So.
That'd be awesome. So, hi.
Hi.
Hi everybody. Hi. All right. So first off, um, we wanna just say hello. How are you
Hi.
doing today? Haven't seen you. Haven't
You,
seen
you didn't see me today.
Well, I didn't see you today.
Yeah. So today was all right. I went to go visit my sister. I know.
How's she doing?
Yeah, I didn't mention it before, but she's been in the hospital for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
She was in a car accident,
Right.
and she got a broken leg, but she's doing the physical therapy. She's doing a lot better.
That's good to hear. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear that therapy is working.
Yeah. And we're expecting her home um, on Friday, so I'll be taking care of her while mom's at work and things like that. So she
Well,
can't be
good.
home alone.
Well, that's good. That's awesome. That that's awesome to hear. Good news.
Yeah, dude.
You know, what a lot of people don't understand is that even in when people are suffering or going through mental health, the most littlest things in people's life is a huge accomplishment, even if it's not for us.
Mhm.
So hearing that somebody's doing better with therapy is awesome. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing here. That's a beautiful thing, and especially in something as like an accident, because a lot of people I know have been in accidents. I mean, they get pretty messed up.
Yeah,
For real, for real.
she has the nightmares, the PTSD where she's having it all over again.
Okay.
And I recognize the depression she's going through. Last night I went over and I just jumped in the bed with her. The nurses couldn't tell me to get out. I was like, I'm right here with my sister. So, yeah, I mean, she was real sad yesterday, last night. So, um, I was over there with her and we came home. I went this morning.
Well, that's cool that you're like your support pillow.
Yeah,
For
she's
better
my
word.
baby sister. I didn't know
Aw,
what
that's
else to.
sweet.
Like when I'm feeling that way, I want someone to hold me. And like when you're in a bed, this little cramped spot. So I made room for myself,
Yeah.
and I squeezed in there with my sister.
You like making that connection.
Yeah.
You like that emotional not emotional. It is an emotional thing. It's a beautiful intimate moment between
There
you.
you
It
go.
sounds weird to say intimate, but
Yeah,
it
it
is.
does.
It is
But
a
that's
very
what it
intimate
is.
moment within your family when you can do that. I mean, me personally, I don't do that with my sister. That's just fucking weird.
Yeah. I mean, for you,
I mean,
yeah, right. But like
Yeah.
for me,
but,
it's a
but my
completely different
nephews,
story.
yeah. Like if they say, "Oh, come and watch TV with me," yeah, baby, yeah, sure
Yeah.
thing, baby, I'll do that all day long. Which is a great, I guess, a great segue to what we'll be talking about as far as the emotions and stuff like that. Is something called renewing your emotional contract.
Ooh, that's a big one.
Yes, very big one, very big one. But before we start that, let's do our check-in.
Okay.
All right. So what do we take? What are we doing for today?
When I am frustrated, I am.
Okay, you want to go first? Or?
When I am frustrated, I'm not thinking clearly. Yeah, and I think a lot of times there's a lot of external drama. That's what's going on, something that's out of my control.
Right.
So that's usually what causes my frustration, and I'm not thinking clearly, and you might get an emotional outburst out of me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah. Well, when I'm frustrated, I am not easy. It's just when I mean already with the ADHD, I'm already like hyped for some fucking reason all the goddamn time.
Sure.
and then frustrated. Oh shit! It just knocks me off of my direction, knocks me off of my where to, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
And and it just makes me feel uneasy because because I'm so used to having something that it's a start, middle, and a finish, right? But when I'm frustrated, all that shit don't make no sense.
Of course,
It's just
yeah.
everywhere. I'm like, did I finish or yeah.
Yeah, your
So
mind's
oh yeah,
cluttered, it's
so
fogged.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess I'm very clouded minded or
Mhm.
something like that. So yeah, frustration, no bueno for me.
Number two, describe your mood today.
Ooh, today. You want to go first? I got something. You want to go first?
Oh, I'm asking you. Okay, describe my mood today. Today I was definitely tired today. I haven't been sleeping well. That just comes along with the tragedy with my sister and the emotional toll of that. So I was pretty tired, and um, but I'm okay now. I got I got my nap in when I was over there. Just keep it real, man. It's my sister. Go hang out with her. Say nothing all day. We're good.
Yeah. I guess I can get that. I can get the when something traumatic happens. I mean, with me, uh, well, well, first let me answer the question.
Mhm.
Um, what does it say? What's my mood today?
Describe
Describe
your
my mood.
mood.
My mood is exciting. I'm excited and a little bit overwhelmed. I mean, not so much that I can't control it, but it's like a good thing. You know, it's like because I knew today we were gonna be recording, and I had so many ideas to talk
Right.
about, and I was like, man, just give me a minute. It's gonna be like just diarrhea of the mouth.
Yeah.
But but besides that, I feel besides feeling excited, I feel a little bit emotionally done
Done.
done because my mom's dog passed, and I didn't really think it was gonna bother me as much as it did, but it kind of did. Well, it really did. It really did because I mean, she passed. My mom. She was waiting for my mom to get out of the shower. She was waiting right there by the door. She passed. She had like a little heart attack or something, and then like I had to actually wait for her to die.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
And I was a shit. I was a crypt keeper. I was fucking
Mhm.
digging. I was digging a hole for her. That was, and I didn't think nothing of it, but when I was digging that hole, bro, I was like, oh my god, Tootsie,
Yeah.
yeah, you're my dog's friend. Yeah, yeah, my dog's. That was like my dog's homie. And,
That's cute.
it was weird because she was a blue nose pit. That little dog. I don't know what the hell she was, like a half mutt chihuahua. So she bit the shit out of my dog.
Aw.
But
What is it? The little dog syndrome.
it's the Napoleon syndrome,
Oh,
bro.
Napoleon.
The Napoleon
He's,
syndrome.
he's got
But
the words.
but yeah, done. Yeah,
Done.
so excited and done. Those
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So next question. Coping skills I've used. Want me to go?
I can go. Yeah, most definitely I'll go. Yeah, yeah. You know what I've been using since I've been starting this podcast and just coming up being like generally coming up with ideas. She sounds so big.
She weighs
Sorry.
like 9 pounds.
Sounds like she's like 50 pounds. Like about like 10 pounds of nothing.
That's Pearl, by
Like
the way. My
3 pounds of hair, 8 pounds of her.
my little
But
10-year-old.
okay, my coping skill as of lately journaling, but not just journaling, just like jotting down ideas, coming up with ideas to talk about. Because I mean, I have a lot to talk about, especially on this podcast. I'm so happy that I got it because I need to talk to somebody. Might as well just talk to the air.
Mhm.
So journaling. The next thing is walking. But the thing is, the only thing bad thing about walking is I just walk away. So I have to kind of like, I guess, evolve from just walking away.
So like just lost the word. Kind of just blankly just walk away.
Yeah, just like yeah, like I don't want to deal with this, so I'll just walk away. I'm not just like all of a sudden you're like, all these things are going on, and then I just stand up and just no,
I'm out.
no, actually just like it's like I guess deeper, walking away from
Sure.
situations, walking away from anything that bothers me, just walking away.
Yeah.
So that's one of them, which is really bad because it really don't solve anything, and I'm still doing the same shit over and over. Oh well, that sounds something weird, like the definition of anxiety. No, what insanity. Anxiety is something
Doing
different.
the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result.
Oh man,
Yeah.
great.
So my coping skills, I'm a journaler. I am definitely a journaler as well. Um, I like getting my thoughts and my emotions on paper. Um, with me personally, and it's probably true for a lot of us, my thoughts go so quickly that it's hard for me to get a breath and actually figure out what the heck is going on inside my head. So putting it on paper is a way of therapy for me. And I can look at it and read it, or there's just like a release that it does for me. Like, okay, I got everything out, and it doesn't have to keep replaying in my head over and over again. So that's what journaling does for me. Like, I'm getting everything that's inside of my head that I want to get out, and there's no one to talk to. My journal gets it. So that's a big skill for me.
All right. So what's the second
Let's see.
one?
Avoiding.
Avoidance.
Avoidance. Um, yeah, dude. I don't. I cut ties.
Mm.
I cut ties. Like how you say you walk away. I run away.
Yeah, basically.
I run
same
away.
thing.
So
You know what the thing is that it's good and bad.
yeah.
Good and bad. When it comes to situations that aren't beneficial to you, great. Sometimes even when the situation is beneficial to you, when you cut ties, it's still good, but then you still got that little inkling of bad.
And I
Which
don't feel bad about it either.
what?
It's because like if someone's not gonna validate what's going on and
Right.
they're like in their own world, I did wrong. Sometimes it's, I'm good at that.
I'm telling you, dude. It wasn't that topic a good one? See, it's even related to even almost segue to.
There you go.
We'll
I'm
continue.
good at that.
Oh yeah. I'm not
I'm
gonna
really
jump
good
yet.
at that one.
What else
Okay.
is next? What else is next? What else do we got?
Name at least one behavior you would like to change.
Anger. Next.
Anger. That's a secondary emotion.
That's
What's
yeah.
your primary emotion?
Primary is I am very. I like to learn a lot, so just being very arrogant.
Okay.
To a lot of things. Like understanding that not everybody has that kind of drive that I had to want to learn stuff or just learn everything. Um, and just wait until somebody says something stupid. Like okay, my little brother is so smart. He's fucking he's a genius. He's genius. But there's a word he can't say, and words he can't say. There's a lot of words he doesn't say, but he just says them even though educated man. I love my little brother. It's specific.
Ah,
It's not Pacific.
specific.
Specific. And I'll be. And the thing is that he'll sometimes when we used to go out, he used to preach. He goes, I'm not trying to get a Pacific person, and I'll be hearing him preach. I'm like, bro. And he goes, what's going on? He goes, you need something? He goes, yeah. Need a towel? Yeah. I go, how about a dictionary? He goes, why? Pacific, bro. Pacific reason, Pacific purpose.
I can't hate on that. I was one of them.
I know, bro. I
was
know,
one of
but I'm
them.
just saying. I mean, yeah. But I mean, yeah. Just being condescending. I guess condescending.
Sure.
That would be the word. But
Condescending.
Being a dick. Is
it
being a dick?
hypocritical?
Is that a nice word for saying being a dick? Condescending.
I feel like I got the wrong definition in my head. You want to Google that?
Condescending.
Condescending.
No, the condescending. I
It's
mean,
like it feels like hypocrisy.
well, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing,
It's the
right?
same
It's
thing.
like okay, so yeah, I got the right definition.
But then it's being a dick.
Yeah, you're an
Okay.
asswipe. Yeah.
Oh, why was I saying dick? But thank you. Thank you for that clarification. I guess that's what it is. All right. So what do you got?
I suffered with anger for a very, very, very long time, and my primary emotion was depression. There's a lot of sadness and fear. Now, honestly, I think I'm perfect. So, I think finding no, I don't even want to change. I feel like I'm perfect.
Well,
I'm not even trying to joke.
Well, let's just say this: in your journey to perfection, what are you chipping off that needs to change?
My relationship.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Wow, weird segue. What else we got? What else
I
we
told
got?
you
I mean,
I'm
what
good
else
at
is
this
what
shit,
else is it?
dude.
What is it? What else we got?
Ooh, okay.
What's our next one? Is it the harm one?
No, it's not the harm one. Have you used drugs or alcohol since your last
Oh,
session? Well,
man.
ladies and gentlemen, if
We
you're
are
curious,
drinking.
we are drinking. I made a Cape Cod. Cheers. I made a Cape Cod, so we're drinking Tito's
Yes.
liquor.
Oh, cameraman. Love you, bro. Bring that in. Cling, cling. Right, wait.
So yes,
All
we
right,
are drinking.
so that one, all right. And what's the next one now? Is it the harm? hurt somebody?
It's the harm one. Are you having thoughts of harming, killing yourself or someone else?
You know what? I'm gonna say no. I hate when they say that. Not of recently. Come on, stop saying that shit. It's funny the first time, but all the goddamn time. Come on, bro. You're when you have mental illness, shit like that to manifest is not something you want to keep on putting it out in the air.
Not
The sooner or
today.
later you'll fucking say yes.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So me, no. No.
Oh, so no. So nothing after that. Just no. No.
Today, no.
Okay, let's an A. Okay, what else? What's the next one?
Gratitude question. What brings me joy?
See what that is.
Me?
Cool.
What brings me joy?
You.
Me? Okay, so my home and my life brings me joy. So like right now, I'm pretty much full-time caretaker. I'm taking care of home. I'm taking care of my son. I got pets. I mean, I think to myself, and I'm even just hearing myself now, I was like, fuck, I'm a boring ass person. I'm like, I don't do shit.
I mean, but realistically, it's not a job to shit on being a homemaker
Yeah.
because my mom used to say that. She goes, "I'm a homemaker." I'm like, I don't really get that shit. But the thing is, like, if you were to do somebody's job like that, you're not gonna shit on.
Yeah,
And I've been quote unquote a homemaker. So and man, that shit's hard, bro.
It brings
Don't
me
shit on
joy.
that job, bro. I'm like, I'm not to say that you do, but I'm just saying don't think of it being a light job. It's a heavy job.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy job. You got to be a doctor, psychiatrist. You got to be everything as a stay-at-home mom, bro.
And one of the things, it's nice that you said that because something that I've learned recently too is the disqualification. So a lot of the accomplishments I've made throughout life, I've been saying to myself, oh, well, anybody can do it, anybody can do it. So I've never really accepted the accomplishment as such.
Oh yeah, bro. Sometimes you gotta look at
I'm
it.
getting better at it now.
Yeah, you gotta look better. You gotta look at it in other people's eyes. Just because it's like back in the '60s, being a homemaker was a shit, bro. They do the laundry, go to whatever, make sure his brandy's whatever. Yeah, I don't
we
know.
were being
You
taken
guys
care
watch
of
Believe
too,
It to
though.
Beaver. You know that's
But
how
we were
are.
being taken care of also.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's another thing. And okay, well we'll jump into that right now. But
What brings you joy? What brings you joy?
Oh, what brings me joy? You know what? As of right now, the thing that's bringing me joy, and not the thing, but the person that's bringing me joy is my daughter right now.
Nice.
Just because I'm trying to connect with my daughter, not trying to make up for lost time because I'm never gonna get back, and I already know what happened. So
Yeah.
right now, I'm just trying to be available because that's what basically she wanted me to be available, and I'm happy to be available.
Good for you.
So that's what makes me joy. That I can live up to my promise.
All right.
Well, not necessarily my promise towards her, but just a personal promise. Because I mean, I've always promised things to her, saying that they'll change, blah blah blah, I'll change, blah blah blah. But it's always just basically bullshit. But are you right, bro?
Cameraman's communicating with my dog.
Oh man, is he?
Cheating on me with the damn
Jesus
dog. I'm
Christ.
just kidding.
Anywho, before I was really interrupted. But yes, my daughter brings me joy.
That's
If
nice.
that's-
That's beautiful. Quiet on the set.
You don't even know what that means. He goes, "We're on a set, bro." You good?
We bring him joy. You see that smile?
Oh, look at him. Yeah, smiling like a newborn child. All right. So, what other questions do we have? That's it. All right. Now, let's go to our question. Let me make sure I read it right because I wrote it today. I wrote it today. Right?
Sure.
Makes sense? Okay, so let me make sure. Okay. All right, so the okay, here it is. Okay, so the question or the comment that came out was renewing your emotional contract. Now, this idea came from a coffee date from an old friend of mine, beautiful friend, awesome friend, Rosie. My friend Rosie, and we were just talking, catching up, and talking about certain things as you do, just work, whatever, relationship, just catching up because we haven't seen each other in a few years. So we just kind of made like, hey, this is what happened. Just a quick breakdown, and she was talking about like she's in a relationship, and they've been together for like a year, and then and it's like not a not a typical relationship because both of them have careers, right? And then understanding that they have careers, they understand that they're limited of time, right? And and basically they were just companions.
Yeah.
All the what did I say? All the qualification, all the perks of being in a relationship, but without the title, right? With I guess with the thing of having a limited amount of time because, like I said, both of them are working in their careers, so they can't really say they can spend all their time with each other, but just the allowed time that they have.
Is that called a situationship?
Well, I mean, I don't know what it's called. In all
Yeah.
honesty, I thought that was that's a good thing. Well, me personally, only because and starting doing what I do is social media and stuff like that. I understand that I focus a lot of my time in just doing this and just writing script like I do. Make sure the show's out, and then on top of that, going with the merch, and then growing the company as what it is. And in the times that I do have, I do want to spend them wisely, and I don't want to spend them wasteful. You know, so I see it being awesome. I see it being something awesome. But what I don't realize is that it's only momentarily. You know, and sometimes you do have to renegotiate the situation. You have to be like, you know what, we've been doing this for like a year now. Where do you see us going from here? Where do you see us growing? Do you see me growing with you? Is there something in the business that I'm going to be a part of? So that way we're not, because
I feel like that should happen a lot more often. Like as far as the renegotiating, because the only thing that comes to mind is like, okay, we're fucking on the weekend because I got free time. We're
Right.
going on a date on every Tuesdays because I'm have a day
Yeah.
off or something.
Right.
So what happens if another person's like, oh well, this person caught my attention. Are you doing two people at the same time? Are you giving up? Is it really a relationship?
See, now that's the understanding of growth in time. Because, like in your 20s and your 30s, I guess that shit's acceptable. But, like, when you're already in your older years, like myself, I'm in my 40s, it's at this point, that shit is just a lot of work, bro. For real. And honestly, right now, I am looking to live. I'm looking to grow. I'm looking to not be broke. I'm looking that in my next 5 years that I see something grow from whatever I'm doing, not just be in the same situation. Still waiting for the next big check to come in so I can do something with my life, or
You're living.
waiting for the hours
Sure.
to come in. I want to make something. I want to make something in my life. And when you're already at that point in your life, even when it comes to relationships, that's how it has to be too, because you have to have certain understanding. You have to one understanding, of course, and two understanding where your value is most of the time, because usually when you get into a relationship, you kind of like let go of your value because you figure that if you want to be strong in what you do, then shit, you're gonna be by yourself for the rest of your life. But the thing is that that's not necessarily when you want to mate. I mean, a lot of people think that it's love and understanding and all that, which is great. I don't deny that. But the thing is that as an older person, that's cool too. But I also want stability. I want somebody to be able to, if if I'm down, then you can be up.
Okay,
And
so
like,
here's my thing that
All
came
right.
to mind. So when I think of emotional contract, I think like if you're interested in somebody and they're they're being open and honest with you, but they give you no space to be open and honest, like to me is that a red flag?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of the emotional contract. That's the whole point of renewing somebody's emotional contract because essentially you don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a single parent and you have a child,
I'm wasting
you don't
my
want to
time.
waste your time. You want to know where we're going
Yeah.
because essentially for a single parent, it's always one or the other. Either I want to start again, or I want to be stable. And those are
Yeah, like
things that people look for,
security.
right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you're starting all over again, and somebody is starting all over again, that the stability thing is not something that happens. That right now you're just knowing each other.
Yeah, even getting to know each
Yeah,
other.
getting
and
to know each other.
And there's a lot of things, a lot of body language, and a lot of things that aren't necessarily words or actions.
Right.
That I feel, at least in my personal life, I think I never understood or even knew what was going on because there was a certain relationship type that was normal to me, and I didn't know that it was unhealthy.
Well, you know what the thing is, that if you see something comfortable in your relationship or in the start of a relationship, then you stay there. You wanna stay there only because it's safe.
Yeah.
It's not dangerous, and it, it's easy. It's like super easy, you know. It's super easy to just stay like that.
Sure.
And sometimes it's a good intro, but understand it's there's more to it.
Yeah.
More to than just that.
I want more alcohol. You're looking at me like, I'm the cameraman. Can you add some more vodka?
Thank you. You're a sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, also, before we get deeper into this,
Sure.
just to let people know that me and Day, this is a work relationship.
Yes.
The only reason we speak so fluently and so easily is because one, we're friends, for reals,
Girls.
and two, I kind of did a lot of digging to look for somebody that's kind of um, that would be a good co-host, to be a good, partner in crime as far as with good conversation and shit. And out of everybody, Dave's actually pretty. She's really good. Not pretty good. She's really, really good.
Thank you.
And she's very knowledgeable and
I'll put that on my resume.
uh, but yeah. But if anything, that what we're great friends. As far as relationship wise, she has her relationship. I have my relationship. Ships.
Ooh.
No,
Okay.
not to say no. But the thing is, but like I said, if anything that we talk about as far as like personal lives, if you really want to know something like that, go to our page.
Yeah.
We're very open at that. If you want to talk about what we're doing, we're dating, if anything, we'll usually put it up there when we're comfortable enough to do it.
Yeah, go ask some questions.
Yeah, shit, you gotta move that around.
I am. I'm like,
And that's all at the top. Hey, bro, next time put a spoon in it and just give it a little twist.
Yeah, that's why I put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
When I make the cocktail, I put the liquor at the bottom. The volumes.
But thank you.
Thank you.
But thank you, though.
Yes.
That's what we meant to say. Thank you. Thank you. We appreciate you. Yeah. But
He's learning.
But yeah. So if anybody has any words to say regarding that, just to say this, if you think me and Day are together, that's ridiculous. Only because we can speak. Man, if that were the case, I'd be dating the whole goddamn world.
Yeah.
Just because I can communicate. That's so weird. I don't understand how that's a bad thing. But anyways, yes, just to clarify, this is a work relationship. She has her own personal life, and I have my own personal life. And like I said, if you want to see what we're about, go to our pages, go to our Facebook, go to our Instagram. Not to the other one. But go to all of them. I don't really care. But like I said, we're open books. If you really want to ask, and go ask, we won't give you something generic. We'll give you something that's right, I guess. Only because of certain
Politically correct.
Politically correct. Oh, speaking of that, we should have started this before the show.
Disclaimer.
But the disclaimer, yes, the disclaimer. Let me see if I can. Let me just read this little one right here. Hold on, before we go any further, because let's see. Hold on. While we're doing this, talk amongst yourselves, please. Let's see. Oh man, did I send it to you, dude?
You sent me a sample.
I sent you a sample of something, and it's not a lot. Okay, let's see. Okay, what is it saying? Oh man, this is riveting stuff. This is riveting stuff. People are.
Disclaimer: we need to your reputation.
Okay, that's it.
All content on this podcast, whether streamed live or viewed later, reflects personal interpretation and experience, not rumor or hearsay.
Yes. So
Yes.
all that. So like she said, everything that's said on this show is either looked up or personal experience.
Mhm.
So if you guys have any issues about anything what we say, just reach out to notsobadproductions@gmail.com. We'll be more than happy to address them on a personal, not over the air unless you want to, which would be pretty dope. But
I was thinking that. I was like, let's just answer questions on the air. Maybe not all the time.
maybe
Maybe
not all the
like,
time, but
yeah.
I mean, some
Special
that make sense. I
occasions,
mean, because
yeah.
we're not gonna be like, oh, why aren't you a part of the underlords of such bullshit like that? I'm pretty cool with not answering questions like that. Oh, well, and if we're not, it's because we haven't been invited.
I'm not about that. I mean, you're lucky you got me to the to the cookie place. Just playing.
But anywho, yes. So going back to what we're talking about. So yeah, I think, me personally, I think that in a relationship or in any kind of relationship, there should be an emotional contract drawn out to understand where you're at. Because in the beginning, like you said, if we're just fucking on the weekends and all that bullshit, then let's just be that. But but you know that I'm the only person that you're messing with, then let's leave it like that. But it's not always that.
Yeah.
It's only us. Guys are just tough. Not just only guys, women as well.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw only my dudes under the bus, but
No, I'll throw us under the bus. There's some of us that have the guys catch feelings, and she's like, well, I'm doing like 3 other dudes.
I know that basically. But the thing that is that there's a certain point in your life where you're like, I mean, I just want to be with one person, and I just want to be with one person and just kick back with them, you know.
That's always how I've been.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that, bro. But the thing is, like, what I'm not cool with is that more than that. Well, not more than that, but I'm just saying, like, wife shit.
Well,
Or
I mean,
family
you've
thing.
been
I mean,
divorced
growing
how
up
many times? He doesn't want it.
Oh,
He
man.
thinks he wants it.
That just dug in my gut right now, dog.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm like, you got a couple under the bus.
Well,
don't you?
but really, real talk. Even being married, I don't think I was actually ready for that either.
Mm.
So I'm actually at this point, I'm cool with dating somebody, hanging out, whatever. But hanging out when I can. The only reason I say that is because sometimes when you are single and you start doing that dating shit, you start sacrificing a lot of yourself. So
I could, yeah.
the point of the emotional contract is to not lose yourself, basically, because you want to start from the beginning of exactly what we left. We're gonna hang out. You call me. I'm available on the weekends.
Is that with everybody? Because I feel like I have a tendency to do that. And not that I've been in a whole bunch of relationships, but even relationships as far as friendships are going, I almost always put me aside.
You compromise your being.
Yeah, and I don't realize it until like I'm seeking something. I need some kind of conversation, some kind of dialogue going on. I need some kind of interaction. And
well, then that's what you should express. And like, I know everybody doesn't want to be the person to be that asshole to be like, this is what I want and this is what I need. No, that's totally fine. I mean, trust me, there's women out there that say like, I want a man that has money and can take care of me and all this other bullshit, which is fine. But the thing is that now, what are you bringing to the table? I mean, besides when that doesn't happen, because either the man's too busy or he's just tired of your bullshit, what are you gonna bring to the table? Yeah. So the point of the emotional contract is to just understand where you're at. Just be real of where you're at. What you want, basically. Not all this, well, I just need somebody to cuddle with and, play footsies with.
I just need a friend.
I just need a friend. Oh, man. To say you need to get laid on a regular. It's honest.
You need a therapist.
You need a therapist or a sex doll or whatever. or admit that you need help, either or. But the thing is that with
Jesus.
that contract, it helps you be an adult with things realistically.
Yeah, yeah, well,
Because
yeah.
okay, 3 months in, it's cool. We're banging on fucking Saturday, and and we're going out drinking every 2 weeks because that's when I get paid. But you're doing that for 2 years straight, dog, and that's all it is. That's all you go. That's as far as you're gonna go in that relationship.
Yeah, and if you're both okay with it, then
Yeah, you're both okay with it, then fuck.
then do
I
it.
mean,
You
all
know,
power
so
to
it
you.
works.
But there's some time when people are cool with it until a point where they're not cool with it, meaning that they got feeling, and
Yeah.
they feel like, you know what, I want to know where this is going. Instead of saying, I mean, instead of saying like, oh, I'm gonna go to my parents' house, they're having a party. It's gonna be more like, hey, I'm going to my parents' house. I want you to come with me.
Okay.
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 You understand?
Yeah.
It's like, instead of just being the woman I'm dating, now there's a face to it. This is a woman I'm dating. You know, kind of acknowledgement. Uh, what's another thing? A sense of belonging. Because
I struggled with that so long.
the thing is, you gotta say what you want and want what you say.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. You're not being a bitch. You're not being an asshole. You're not being anything. You are being truthful. You're saving yourself so much fucking time, dude. Because if you're just settling with whatever they give you, and then you're always depressed about some bullshit because he's not giving you enough, that's your fault.
Yeah.
Negotiated your contract, or not negotiated the terms.
There you go.
The terms of the
The
contract.
terms, because I'm not getting what I need out of it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And the other individual might not even know
Yes.
what they're doing.
Exactly. Exactly. It's not their fault.
Yeah.
It's not their fault that they're not good communicators. But you should have fucking known that already. If 6 months this motherfucker doesn't talk to you unless you want to have sex or something,
Yeah.
and that's the only time you guys communicate, maybe he's not a good communicator.
Yeah.
Maybe if that's what you're looking
All
for.
he does is pillow talk.
Yeah, all this pillow talk. Oh, I miss you. I'm so happy that we did this because I was really thinking about you all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Oh, man, come on.
I like that drink.
Right?
Oh my
If
god.
so, this
I mean,
crazy.
I did it. I did our cocktails perfect.
I'm gonna
but
tell you did a good drink.
I'm a little I
I'm a
need
little
another.
nice. Salud, though, for real.
Yeah. It was,
Salud. That was good.
you're welcome.
Oh man. But yeah, bro. It's just it saves time. It saves so much fucking time if you just communicate in general. So what the whole thing I'm trying to get at, besides the emotional contract, is just the understanding of communication in relationships. Is that if you're not upfront with somebody with a relationship, it's it's kind of shitty in the long run, because if you just communicate with somebody and just be truthful, like, where is this going? Oh, this is not going nowhere. I just want to get laid. Man, you know how many people will be so happy about that? But you know how many people get slapped?
Yeah.
But the thing is that being
So understanding that early on is something that needs to be discussed.
right, because I mean, you waste so much time, so much emotional time, so
That's
much
what I'm-
mental time.
The emotional
So
and
much,
mental
and
toll.
then when the thing is that when you draw it off, when you let it drag longer, man, you know how much harder it is to cut it off, because you already have XYZ factor. Like, I met their mom,
You're
or-
emotionally attached.
Yeah, you're emotionally attached. I met their mom. We went to a party.
Yeah.
Her the mom or the dad invited me to the house personally.
Yeah.
They called me on the phone.
That shit
What are
goes
you doing this
deep,
weekend,
because
bro?
if one person thinks of it
I'm
like,
somebody's
oh, families
godfather.
do that, you know what I mean? Because you have those friendships that, like, I had friends, female friends and male friends. Now that I think about it, I was in the church, so the teenagers come over, and it was nothing to us to introduce our parents. It was nothing.
Right.
It was just a part of life.
Right.
So to some of us, it's just like, hey, look at the new member of the crew.
Right.
And then to others, it's way more significant.
Right.
And that's something that needs to be established, because I could take it as the next step, and you could take it as
It's something I do.
something I did.
Yeah. I'm not. My family is like part of me, so I'm like, yeah. So if you know me, you're gonna know my family. There's nothing behind it. It's just what I do.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, dude, that's so hard. That's so hard without that emotional contract. That's so hard, that separation. That's so hard that that personal struggle, dude. Is like, you know, sometimes when that shit happens, bro, you're like, it it kind of it fucks with your psyche so much that you don't want to do nothing, like go nowhere, because
Depression.
yeah, it's depression,
It's
like
depression.
hardcore depression. You know what we were learning about today? It's called uh hey, what was it called we learned today, though? The CDA, or ¿cómo se llama? CPA or some shit like that. CPT, right? Something. I forgot what.
Cognitive behavioral
There you go.
therapy.
CBT.
Yeah.
CBT. Cognitive behavior disorder, right? And I was learning that if that when something's not communicated to somebody, it could be like fatal. Because I was looking for men from like 45 to 59. I'm like 45. Goddamn, that's me.
That's you.
That like symptoms is like depression, blah blah blah, health, and then the other one was suicide. And I'm like, oh man, really? That's kind of stupid. But I did some quick like research on my phone. I'm like, one of my comedians that I liked, which was he's really like raw, is Robin Williams. And I forgot that Robin Williams died when he was like 63. But the funny part is, not the funny part is, the thing is that people knew this guy was he was messed up. He had issues. You know, I mean, one, we already knew he had ADHD. Everybody who knows the superpower, we know this motherfucker had it. And on top of it, he had drug issues, and on top of that, he had this and this and this. But in all honesty, nothing was nothing was done.
I think I've always kind of knew that a lot. I think cameraman even mentioned it too. Is like the happiest people might be the most
Yes.
lowest, like in their life. So,
Right.
maybe not everybody. It might not be true for everybody. But as far as I know, a lot of the humor comes from a dark place. Like I need to feel happy, so let me joke around to feel that. What is it? Hyper arousal. I hate that
Hyperarousal.
word. I hate that word. But like
The
to
thing
feel
is,
something.
yeah. Well, but the thing is that it's like to feel that to be on that uh, uncomfortable about
Yeah.
some things,
Yeah.
like funerals and stuff like that. I don't joke about them. I don't joke about those jokes, but my mom always finds something funny. Well, not funny, but like something that makes it funny.
I found myself. I was angry, right? I was on the phone with the conversation, and I was upset, and I was laughing. I found myself laughing, like almost giggling, and I was on video call and I'm on the phone. I'm like, Alyssa, stop laughing. I'm like, oh, don't do this. I was upset, but I was freaking laughing. So the person on the other line
Was
thought it was a
laughing,
fucking joke.
right? And you know what the thing is? Like I said, like I said in the beginning, is that sometimes these mental illness and stuff like this,
Mhm.
like the CBT and stuff like that, when people don't ask questions, or people just think you're just that kind of person, you're an asshole or you're a bitch or stuff like that.
And that comes
They
from like
really don't look at it, and they're like, well, she is. That's the way she is.
That's the way she is.
Yeah, and people don't look at it, and and
I feel like it's a distraction too. It's like I have no control over my life.
right.
So if I can do this one thing and nobody asks me or no one, I don't know. It feels like a defense.
But think about it now. Now let's say that it's like, since you've been doing it for so long, that it feels so comfortable. So now when you feel comfortable with things, other things feel comfortable. It's like that's what I was thinking. That once you start feeling comfortable with things, then other things start feeling comfortable. That's why the suicide, all that other shit felt like normal to do. That was an easy solution. And the thing is that when 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 somebody doesn't identify something, or somebody doesn't think that is that important, people tend to just push it to the side and just think you're just that character, or just that whatever. And I personally think that the emotional contract should be put on everything in this world, because sometimes you're good for the moment, but and all honesty, I mean, we all know that the moment's always gonna pass. We're always gonna have good days. We're gonna have bad days. We're always gonna have the days where we feel like nothing, and then the days we don't feel like enough,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's just that instead of thinking that it's okay, just understand that like how we say, everybody's the same but different.
Same, but different. Have
But
you seen the
different, very
interview?
much so.
Have you seen the movie The Interview?
Huh?
We're the same, but different, but still same. Watch it, the movie The Interview. Oh my gosh, it's fucking hilarious.
I bet it is.
Yeah.
I bet it is. Well, I mean, so that's what I had. That's what I had about the what is it? Renewing your emotional contract.
What are we talking about next week? Oh, I know we're doing a second run on it. We're continuing.
You know what? We are gonna do a second run on this. We're gonna go a little bit deeper on this emotional contract because there is a whole lot more than just relationship wise, right? Between a man and a woman. I'm saying maybe a relationship wise with your spouse. What? Well, of course, with your spouse. Well, with your boyfriend, of course, that's the emotional contract one. But when it also comes to as your spouse, when you're already married, you have to do emotional inventory on your life so you can renew that contract.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you're not in that state of mind where like everything bothers you, whatever. Maybe you're in that state of mind where you're wondering why. You have a lot of why questions, opposed to saying like, oh, everything fucking bothers me. But there's sometimes when you have that why part of your life that doesn't get filled. And since it doesn't get filled, you can just keep it to yourself. So with the emotional contract, it actually identifies a lot of things. It'll help you identify a lot of things. Because a lot of people don't really say that they're lacking anything in their life, especially emotions. But truthfully,
I'm perfect.
truthfully, people do lack a lot of things when it comes to an emotional contract. But the thing is, it's not a bad thing to lack anything. It's identifying that you need help in certain areas.
You need something.
Yeah, of course.
And you need it from this individual, and if you can't supply it, then something needs to be done. And it's better to get it said before it turns to resentment.
Yes, before it's like 10 years down the road, and you'll be like, oh man, I can't live this fucking life another year.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully, because
it starts. If I can say it from a personal experience, it really does start from the get go,
right,
from the beginning.
Right. Because
if you feel like you can't speak to your partner, then you're not going to speak to your partner.
Yeah. That's
a reality.
Yeah, preach.
And that comes from personal experience. Yeah. And it's only since I'm separated that these conversations actually happen. And isn't that interesting?
I know, right?
It like, what is that? Like, okay, I have no attachment to you, so now I feel freer to actually have these conversations.
Well,
what is that?
It's not. I guess it's an aha moment. Yeah. In all honesty, because in relationship, when you're in a relationship, I mean, you're not doing anything wrong. Of course, you're not doing anything wrong, and it's all about them doing everything wrong. But the reality of the thing is that there has to be something going wrong, and it's not just your other half. It has
you're
to be
doing something wrong.
Yeah, you're doing some shit wrong too.
Yeah.
So having that renegotiation of the contract emotionally will either better the situation or not, just come to an understanding. Because if you got time in a marriage and stuff like that, and if you really love this person and you just find that there's a flaw going on, maybe there's a breach in the contract.
You're fucking hitting deep, man.
Man.
I'll tell you right on time too, dude. Because like, I mean, you're a divorcee.
Yes.
I've been in a relationship, not my son's biological father, but the man that helped me raise my son.
Right.
We were playing house.
Right.
And as far as I knew, we had an understanding, but it turns out we never actually did. We were better friends. We're better as friends.
Right.
Point blank.
Right.
Because once the relationship started cutting in, I think the pressure of what is it, like, not expectance, but like this is what I'm expecting. Yeah, expect. Yeah. So I don't know, the pressure of the relationship. Maybe I crumbled. He definitely crumbled.
Well, you know what the thing is, that in the beginning, everything on paper looks awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're gonna be. It's like if we're gonna get married, you're gonna be the mom, you're gonna be the dad. I'm gonna take care of this role. You're gonna take care of that role. And
And
when
it's good
bills
to know from the
comes,
beginning because I think I'm drunk.
mm,
um, in my last relationship, I knew I wasn't gonna marry this guy. We were friends, we were talking, and I was like, oh my god, look at that venue. I would love to get married in that venue. He turned to me and he goes, oh, if we're gonna get married, you gotta fix yourself. I'm looking at him like, who the fuck said I was gonna marry you?
well, okay. See, now that is a perfect example of renewing your emotional contract, because it's like in an emotional contract, it's not just your emotions, but just an understanding of direction. You know, because if this relationship is not going to go further than just dating and you hanging around and being a good figure to my son, then this is where it is. But
Yeah.
if I'm going to like be like legit in your life, then this is something we're gonna talk about. But if you just pass by and just make little saying that, ooh, that's a good venue, or you know what flowers I would love at my wedding. See, guys,
There's a word for it.
yeah,
There.
guys are stupid. Guys are stupid. They don't read between the lines. They're very simple. If you say about marriage, you're like, oh shit, she wants to get married.
And
Not
that's
not
obviously
right.
where he
Yeah, it's
went.
obvious that that's what's gonna happen. But it's inevitable that stuff like that will happen. Of course, they speak about marriage, relationship, how far it's, how far will this relationship go, or how far do you see it going? But nobody really says that shit, dude. Nobody. Everybody seems that it's very like too much. It's very. It's like I'm being too bold. But what's wrong with that?
You
No,
know
honestly,
what?
what's wrong with that?
You know what? I think it's the relationships that we've seen. So mom and dad, uncle, aunt, maybe even grandparents. At least that's true. Well, is it true for me? No, it's not true for me because what I saw my parents doing wrong, I even to this day, I believe I could do better, and that's what I'm working for
Right.
continually since I've started since way back in the day when I recognized like, mom and dad are okay in the head.
Well, the thing is that you're gonna understand that. I mean, they're teachers.
Yeah.
They're teachers,
So
regardless.
like when you see that happening,
Yeah, and you
that's
said,
where these relationships stem from because you think that like, well, I don't want what my mom and dad have,
of course you don't.
so
Why
I'm
would
gonna
you?
so I'm gonna do different.
Right. I mean, but if you really think about it, I don't want a relationship like my mom and dad had, bro. I mean, my mom and dad, when they came from Mexico, when my mom got married to my dad, my mom came to live with my grandparents, dude, and with my older brother. Not one of her fucking stories says, you know what? One day I woke up and oh man, I was so happy to wake up and hear the kids screaming and your tata and all that. She didn't say any of that shit, dude. She said that it was hard and me and your dad did the best we could.
Hmm.
You know, I see him on the weekends. When I get paid for my paycheck, I go to Tijuana. I go across the bridge. I go take Frankie with me, and we'll meet him in the middle, and it's the best thing ever. You know? Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do better. if I have a relationship, one, she must have a career, and two, she must understand that I'm growing in my career.
Okay, so that's it for next week. It's gonna be marriage and renewing emotional contracts.
Well, not marriage for me.
Well, I mean, well,
Just
is that
just
over?
understanding a contract,
Okay, okay.
understanding your what is it? Understanding your values, understanding your wants, and understanding your needs,
Okay.
which is which and all things have to be valid. Have to
Hmm.
be validated.
Validated.
Validated. Validation is a key. Very much so. So for next week, we'll be this will be, there'll be a part two, right? And it's gonna be awesome.
It is.
So, as we say on the show, thank you for joining us, and also remember, like we say, everybody's the same. I mean, not every. How do I say it? Not everybody is the same, but not. So everybody has the same superpower, but a little bit differently. People cope with it differently. I'll fix that up, and there'll be a better slogan.
we'll have it plastered on merch.
Most definitely. Oh, speaking of that, in the next month and a half, we'll be growing this. The podcast will be growing up the network where we'll be going outside of where we're at the podcast studio. We'll be actually visiting people and doing
Fun.
yeah. We spoke with somebody who's a local artist, and we're gonna speak with him. Also, I'm gonna speak on the book that my little brother wrote, and maybe we can
Is that the
talk about
artist
that.
with the 29th or the 23rd of September? There's a show.
I don't know, but and I don't know. Talk on that. Talk
Okay.
on that.
Okay. Yeah.
What's happening with that?
So there's a local artist that comes to our classes, and he has shows that display his art, and it's cool little things that here and there. I know we went to one of his last shows last month in June. Um, he draws his passion. You can really see it, and you can buy it. Come and look at it. Um, but yeah, he's really knowledgeable. He has passion. Um, he's one of us. He's got
He has superpower like us. So where do his proceeds go to?
homeless.
That's awesome. So if you want to go to our show, where's the show gonna be at?
If I remember correctly, it's gonna be next month at the. Is it called the Shops now? The Palm Desert Mall. The Shops.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's Palm Desert, California. It's called Westville Shopping Center.
So next week I'll have the flyer so I can give you guys all the deets on it.
Yeah, we'll be putting it up on Facebook and every other social media platform.
Yeah.
And also, like I said, we will be on every social media platform that we can be to promote the show, to promote mental awareness, to promote
Mental health.
mental health, um, local companies that promote mental health, local companies that acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Most definitely. So this next 2 months, we're gonna have a run. We're gonna have things going, uh, live events, merch, most definitely. Also, just growing a company, doing something great, doing something crazy. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say. Unless you got anything else?
No. As always, be safe. Drive safe. I love you. And until next time. That's what I.
All right, awesome.
That's what I have, y'all.
Awesome. Peace, love, mahalo. Y'all bless. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.